Thank you so much. It's an honor being here with you amongst family. I want to formally introduce myself. I'm Daniel Valenzuela. I am a man of faith, family, and community. I'm a Phoenix City Council member, and more importantly, I am one of you. I am a firefighter brought here with the same calling that each of you have answered. I was born and raised in Phoenix. I'm youngest of 6. A product of a very hard-working family in Central and West Phoenix. I attended 13 public schools growing up. Moved around a lot, not because we wanted to, obviously, but because that's what we had to do. I guess we had it rough when we were kids. I didn't notice. I was part of a very strong family. I'll never forget the question my dad asked me when I was a little boy. And I'm sure it was the same question that your parents have asked you. In fact, the same question you've asked your children. And that question is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I looked around one of the 13 neighborhoods I grew up in right there in Phoenix. And it was very simple. I looked to my right, looked to my left, and I said, Dad, I want to be rich. And he said, rich doing what? And I said, I don't care. I want to be rich. And he said, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to restate the question. And if you can identify it, if you can pursue it, and if you can accomplish it, you will be rich beyond your wildest dreams. And that question is, if all jobs paid the same, what can you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? And that is your calling. And again, I looked to my right, and I looked to the left, and I said, Dad, and I was just a little boy, I said, I want to help. I want to make it better. I believe the word I was searching for was serve. I want to serve. And it was the influence of my faith, my family, and my community that brought me to the fire service and this calling. And I've been blessed with several opportunities to serve, and my dad was right. Of course, he wasn't talking about rich in terms of money, because we all know we're not going to get rich doing this job. He was talking about finding a sense of purpose, a sense of being, and finding our calling. And I know I'm not the only rich person in the room when it comes to that. As a firefighter, I've been blessed with several opportunities within my local and of course, my home chapter with the Glendale Fire Department as a special operations firefighter. Served as the department's public information officer for several years. I managed the community relations, public affairs division. As the general president mentioned, I've had an opportunity to work with the general president as president of the National Association of Hispanic Firefighters, an endeavor that was supported by my brothers and sisters back home. But I would say arguably the role that I cared probably more about than any other role was the role of union officer and trustee for the Glendale chapter of Local 493, an opportunity to serve and protect our brothers and sisters. That's important to me, and I know it's important to all of us. As a trustee, I was given a couple of opportunities here, a couple of paths. I can go the political path and work with candidates, hoping that they would become our friends, or I can work in the community. And that was an easy decision. I chose the community. The community is pure. I don't necessarily see politics as pure. I felt that I didn't have the patience or the tolerance to work in politics, but I could work in the community all day long. And so I did. But the deeper I got into the community, the more I realized just how screwed up things are in the community. And I also realized that they're so screwed up in the community because they're so screwed up politically. And if I really want to make a difference, then I have to be engaged politically. I have to talk to our younger members about the importance of PAC. And when I found the courage to put myself out there and run, I did. I felt that that was the most important thing that I can do to actually change the community in which I was born and raised and where I'm raising my family. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean about how things are so screwed up politically, and this is how we feel it in the community. The city of Phoenix is a very large city, sixth largest city in the country, very large council districts. I serve in one of the largest council districts in the country with a constituency of 185,000. And if you want to know where the most underserved neighborhoods are in the community, yours or mine, it's public record. All you have to do is search the voting precincts. And the precincts with the least amount of votes reflect the most underserved neighborhoods. Now ask yourself why that is. Because the squeaky wheel gets the oil, as they say. The precincts with the least amount of votes reflect the most underserved neighborhoods. It's almost as if some politicians pick and choose who they serve. And that was unfortunate. The particular district that I serve is predominantly a working class district. It is a majority-minority district, and in Phoenix, what that means is about 55% Latino, and historically been the lowest voting district of the 8 that consist of the city of Phoenix. Therefore, underserved, hence the theory, I knew that we would have an uphill battle. I knew that our opponents will typecast us just as if we've all been typecast on a federal level all the way down, as if we're some Neanderthals and you know, we're union thugs, we're union puppets. Imagine coming home, imagine your daughter coming home from the mailbox, just as my daughter did, with a mail piece with your picture in black and white with red, bold lettering that reads "dangerous" on it. That's what we're up against. We will always be typecast, unfortunately, but what I appreciate about this conference and everyone who has spoken to this point, especially our General President, is the importance of fighting back. You know, we as firefighters, we don't do well with crybabies and bullies. So it's important to fight back, and every debate after debate, town forum after town forum, one interview after the next, I took the best shot of all of my opponents, and I answered the call. I am a union member. I'm proud of the work of my union family. I am a firefighter. We are firefighters. And we do not pick and choose who we serve. It's very simple. We are for preservation and against destruction. We are for comfort and against pain. We are for life and against death. We have a unique perspective of what it is to serve, and it doesn't come by sitting around a boardroom and taking credit of work being done several layers below. Our perspective comes with kicking off the sheets at 2 in the morning and racing to put ourselves between total strangers and danger. And we have been trusted with far more than tax dollars. We are trusted with daughters and sons, wives and husbands, mom and dad. I am a firefighter, and I will never apologize for being a firefighter. We fought, and we stood together, and we welcomed our brothers and sisters from the labor force, from the UFCW, Unite Here, the pipe trades, and so many others, their children, our children, hundreds of DREAM Act students. And what resulted from the largest grassroots effort in the history of Phoenix politics was a new way and a new standard of campaigning and winning an election, one purely based on integrity, humility, and work ethic, and you would expect nothing more than one of our own running. The overall voter turnout in this district more than doubled from one election cycle to the next. The Latino vote, and the reason I was expected to lose, the absent vote, increased by 500% in this district. And the Phoenix City Council now has a firefighter and a member of the IAFF sitting on it. As we know, the priority of any government is public safety, and the people of Phoenix have a first responder sitting on their local governing body. A firefighter who is just as passionate whether I'm on a truck or sitting on a dais. And just like my days as a trusted union trustee, I have that special opportunity to serve and protect my brothers and sisters as a member of the city's subcommittee, city's public safety subcommittee. I'd like to conclude with 3 short messages. First, to the local presidents in the room and state association presidents. When you have a firefighter coming to you, asking you for this opportunity, take a page out of the book of Local 493's president, United Phoenix Firefighters Pete Garias, a page out of the Glendale chapter vice president, my president, Joe Hester, a page out of Tim Hill's book, the state association president, and say yes. Embrace that brother or sister. We are natural born leaders. We have a calling. The foundation of what we do, whether we are on a truck or serving on a dais, is the same. It's to serve. We're good at it. The next message I'd like to share with every firefighter in the room. I urge you to stay the course. Unfortunately, there'll always be opponents that will try to typecast us, and while our opponents continue to consider us union thugs and call us union thugs, just as what was confirmed in our election, the public sees something different. Those those people that we serve out there, they see you as a member of arguably the largest philanthropic group in the world. We've all held a boot for MDA. We've all raised money for cancer research. We've all built habitat homes. We've taught children to stop, drop, and roll in front of their classrooms. We taught their parents CPR. We're firefighters. Never apologize for it. And lastly, I want to ask my brothers and sisters from Local 493 and the professional firefighters from Arizona to stand up for just a moment. Please. They're the hungover ones on the 4th row back here. And stay there, please. Hold on. Brothers, I love you. Thank you for believing in me. And we'll stand together now. We'll stand together tomorrow and always. This applause is for you. God bless you.